Oops. Okay. Good morning, everyone. I am Matt Fruman, chairperson of the newly created or recreated Committee on Human Services. Today is Thursday, January 23rd, 2025, my youngest daughter's birthday. We are meeting in person in room 120 of the John A. Wilson Building and virtually via Zoom. The time is now 11:41 a.m. and I am calling to order this organizational meeting of the Committee for Council Period 26. We have a quorum of the Committee on Human Services members today, including myself, Ward 7 Councilmember Wendell Felder, at-large Councilmember Christina Henderson, and at-large Councilmember Robert White. The only committee member who was unable to attend today is Ward 5 Councilmember Zachary Parker. Very much looking forward to working in partnership with all of you. The Committee on Human Services is responsible for matters relating to human services, homelessness, housing voucher placement and related services, public libraries, cable television and entertainment, and Latino and Pacific Islander affairs. Today, the committee will be considering two items: the rules of organization and procedure for the Committee on Human Services for Council Period 26, resolution of 2025, and the appointment of staff of the Committee on Human Services approval resolution of 2025. First, we consider the rules of organization and procedure for the Committee on Human Services for the Council Period 26 resolution of 2025. This resolution adopts the Committee on Human Services draft rules of organization and procedure, which were circulated yesterday along with the notice and agenda and are available on the council's hearing management system and are attached to the resolution. The rules were drafted to reflect best practices of council committees and conform with changes to the council's period 26 rules adopted by the council's organization meeting on January 2nd, 2025. I will note that in the version that went around, in terms of the time afforded for testimony, the draft reflected language that had been included in the Committee of the Whole draft and that were dropped, that those changes were dropped at the hearing. The provision at 602C now reflects the language that's used in the Committee on Housing's rules. So with that, I now move the rules of organization and procedure for the Committee on Human Services for Council Period 26 resolution of 2025 with leave to staff for staff to incorporate this discussion and to make any technical and conforming changes. Is there any discussion? Okay, all in favor, please say aye.
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 Great. In the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it unanimously. Next, we will consider the appointment of staff of the Committee on Human Services Approval Resolution of 2025. This resolution appoints two staff members to the Committee on Human Services. I'm very excited to work with both, and I'm sure you all will enjoy working with them. Daniel Pessan as the committee director. Daniel had served as acting committee director of this committee when Councilmember Nadeau chaired it, and Elias Benda as senior legislative advisor. I now move the appointment of the staff of the Committee of Human Services Approval Resolution of 2025 with leave for staff to incorporate this discussion and to make any technical and conforming changes. Is there any discussion? Okay. All in favor, please say aye.
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 Are there any noes? Great. In the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it unanimously. Before concluding this first meeting of the Committee on Human Services, I do want to take a moment to reflect on the immensely important work of this committee and its respective agencies. The committee oversees some of the most critically important government functions affecting the well-being of residents of the District of Columbia. Homelessness and homelessness prevention services like our shelters, ERAP and other housing programs, critical public benefits like SNAP, TANF, and medical assistance, as well as initiatives to reduce truancy and to support our excellent public library system. With that responsibility comes enormous challenges. It is my goal as chair to work with all the agencies under this committee's purview to be as effective as possible. In this process, we will be looking at how existing programs and services are working and what can be improved. I will also be thinking about opportunities and strategies that we are not currently implementing that could be effective. And I look forward to working with all of the members of the committee on those issues. There are many residents who need additional support to survive and thrive in life, and it's my goal and our goal to balance compassion and care with accountability. I'm concerned for those residents who need additional support and are not getting it. I'm also concerned for residents who feel they can't increase their income because they could lose their benefits. We all hear about issues around the benefits cliff, and I think that is a really important issue that we need to deal with. We want to help people get up on their feet and be able to be independent and self-sustaining. In that sense, my work as chair here dovetails with my role on the DC Workforce Investment Council, which works to partner with agencies and community organizations and businesses to empower residents with things like job and career training. I'm very much looking forward to working with all the members of the committee, with the stakeholders in the advocacy world and the service world, in the administration to make as positive of an impact for DC residents in need as possible. I look forward to that. And with that, the business before the committee being concluded, the time now is 11:48. And this organizational meeting of the Committee on Human Services is adjourned.
I'll run back upstairs. Thanks. Great job.
All right.
Congrats.
Yeah, we did it.
That was the hard part.
We're off.